Hey there, this is Sean Donahoe and welcome to another IMSCTV. Now in today's episode I want to show you a very powerful way that you can use to create more traffic for your website. Now back in the old days there's a technique that we used to use called doorway pages, and doorway pages were basically we would take the home page of our website and then we would basically change it around and then redeploy it, and we would create hundreds of these based on another keyword. This was back in the old days of Google when you could do so much more to rank literally for any keyword you wanted. Well, obviously Google got wind of that very quickly, and after a wee while that became a technique that got you slapped very quickly. Well, now you can still use that technique to create multiple home pages, but you can do it in a way that Google absolutely loves, and that is with what I call authority pages. Now most people with websites, they try and stuff all the keywords on the homepage that they want to rank for. That's not a way you should do it, okay? Because here's what happens. You dilute the focus of your main message. Now your homepage should be either a showcase or a way to get people in the door to you to actually take action in some form. Either to call you by phone, to sign up for your latest program, to get on your list, or what have you. You should target one main term, your primary term, and if you already have your primary term in your URL, then that should be the term that you should target on your homepage. Now you can sprinkle in some LSI keywords, and LSI is just, it's a fancy word. It means latent semantic indexing. It's a fancy way of saying related keywords. So if you hear an SEO guru talking about that, they're just trying to impress you with science. It just means related terms that are closely related to your primary term. So what we do is we will then determine what our market wants. Now here's the thing, in any niche you are in, your market has different needs. For example, if I'm in the IM business, but I'm also in just general business. I help people with business accelerate their business. So I target entrepreneurs, internet marketers, affiliate marketers, and every aspect in between. Now each one of them has a different problem, a different mindset, and a different need. You can select about 10, 20, or 30 different keyword terms and write an authority article based on that term. Now one method we use is the problem solution formula. It's very, very simple. And this is something I actually got from Colin Thoreau, who's one of the internet's top copywriters. It's a great way, 4 questions you should ask. Why them? Why you? What's this? And why now? So what we do is very simple. Why them? What is their problem? Identify it. Really talk about their problem so that you get and align yourself with them. You understand their problem and you're seen as a solutions provider. Why you? You cement your authority on the subject. Why you have a solution, what you're going to do, and basically why should they even listen to you? It's a great way to establish a direct rapport with your customers. Then why this? So okay, why? What are you offering them? And you're pre-selling a call to action. This is the important thing. Again, a lot of people don't think about. If you have at the end of your article a call to action, maybe sign up for a newsletter, download a free report, or just to contact you to speak further about this subject. Maybe you're looking for clients. This is a great way to do it. So you lead them down, you funnel them down to this one call to action, and your entire article is based on pre-selling that. So your why this, you tell them, you work in the keyword and the subject matter down to this one call to action. So the why this is how you can help them, what you can do, how you're going to address the exact problem they're facing, and then you have the why now. Why call, the call to action. So for example, for a why now, maybe if you're taking on new clients and you're looking for new business, you say, I can only take on 1,000 customers. We've got a few spots left. If you'd like to contact us right now, call us on this number. Or if you are doing something like the free report method, for example, and you want to get their name and email, say that there are only limited copies of this download available. We'll be taking it down very shortly, so grab it now while you can. Sign up here. So that's the why now. You give some sort of scarcity, some sort of reason to act right now. Another way to do it is, hey, if you don't address this problem right now, it's going to get worse, and you tell them how it's going to get worse. It's another great way to deal with the problem now, don't let it sit and fester. It's a great technique. So these simple questions help you guide the user down to, or the visitor down to take action. And then you convert that customer. So each one of these target articles, maybe you've got 10, 20, 30 of these working for you 24/7, they act as home pages. And if you promote them in the right way, you will elevate them up the search engines. And we'll talk about deep linking and show you some secret stuff that we're working on in the next IMSCTV. Now, another mistake a lot of people make is that they don't really check the rankings on these other pages. They try and see where their home page is ranking for however many terms they're trying to stuff on the home page. That does not work. Or if it does, it's not going to work well, and there's better ways to do it. And that's what we're sharing with you today. So one thing you really need to do is, for each and every one of your authority articles, is check them to see where they are. Maybe one's ranking better than the other. That's fine. If that's the case, you do need to see, okay, this one's not doing so well, let's give it a boost. Let's drive some more authority backlinks to that. Let's get this one up there, or this one's already ranking, well, we'll need to keep this one ticking so it's, again, driving all that traffic to us. It's number 1 or number 2. Let's see if we can get it to number 1 and keep it there. You've got to do the kind of maintenance thing. But you'll only be able to do that if you're actually tracking your results. And a lot of people don't do that, which is really why they start scratching their head and wonder, hey, why am I not getting the traffic? I really have got some great stuff here, but it's not getting me traffic. Well, if you don't know where you are, how can you know what's happening where? So with that being said, I hope that is a little tip there that'll help you. And what I'm going to do now is we're adding a new section to IMSCTV where, well, here's the situation. I get hundreds and hundreds of products across my desk all the time for me to look at. Because of who I am in the industry, I literally get hundreds of people contacting me every single week, say, hey, can you look at my product? Can you check it out, maybe promote it and everything else? I'll be quite honest, 98% of them are crap, okay? And I won't promote them. I want to actually make sure anything that comes across my desk that I mention to you and recommend to you is a good product. It has a purpose. It does something very well. So, kind of in line with today's content, I want to share with you a way that you can track all the keywords on your website instantly. It's a very powerful WordPress plugin, and a lot of you guys are using WordPress, and that's great because that's what I use as well. And this is a very powerful little plugin that you just throw on your website, put in your keywords, put in your domain, and start tracking your results across all of your pages. So with that being said, let me show you exactly how this plugin works. Okay, so the plugin I wanted to review today was What's My Rank. Now this is a very powerful little plugin created by Eric Nelson, very good friend of mine, and he built this because of one problem, which is I need to track my pages. Now this is really cool because I've got a lot of websites and I use this now on a lot of my websites just so I can quickly at a glance see where I'm ranking for my target pages. Now in today's IMSCTV we talked about maybe you've got 10, 20 or 30 pages that you want to check and you want to actually push out there to be like your new landing pages, your new home pages to target. Well, what I recommend is that you put in the keywords that you're targeting with those into this. Now, just to give you a quick demo, this is a dashboard right now, and it quickly tells me at a glance where I'm ranking. Now, I already put 5 keywords in here for one of my domains, and already I've got 3 on page 1, 2 of them are in the top 2, and then I've got Bing, 4 on page 1 and 3 are in the top 3. So this tells me I'm doing pretty well for these particular keywords. Let me show you how it works. So basically, you can set up a cron job, and what this cron job does, it's like a scheduled task. You just throw this into cPanel, and what happens is that then goes and checks your stats every hour automatically. You don't have to have any software loaded on your desktop. You don't have to have anything and then remember to check. It continuously checks your ranking over time. So you can see here, whoops, I've got the developer's license here, and this allows you to track up to 500 keywords for 25 domains. So I've got 2 domains and 5 keywords. So I'm just going to jump in here and go to latest rankings, and you can see at a glance what I'm ranking for each keyword. So just let this load, and you can see here I've just put in 5 keywords, and for example, for Sean Donahoe on Google, I'm in the #1 spot. On Bing, #2. And on IM Success Center, obviously #1 across the board. That's good. IMSCTV, #4. Funnily enough, I've actually got the #1, 2, and 3 spots but they're YouTube videos. So the #4 spot is me. And so my videos outrank my main website, and on Bing, I'm #3. And then IM's Internet Marketing Success, #11, but #9, and that's one I've recently started pushing. And then Internet Marketing Business, I'm not even in the top 100. So it shows that you you could, if you're not in the top 100, it stops there. It doesn't go any further, because obviously you're not relevant for that term. It doesn't have to go searching 15 billion pages, which is great. And this is the domain I'm checking, obviously, IM Success Center. And you can set it so you can either do daily or the top 10s and stuff like that, whatever you want to do. And if you want to add a keyword or just manually check, you can press manual update. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that in the background. You can see the dates here right now. This is September 7th when I'm recording this. So I'll just open this up and I'll let that run. So you, instead of doing the cron job, you can just run it manually, and it does about 5 keywords per go. And then I'm going to add a keyword here, and I'm going to do something like, let's see, for example, you could add a domain here if you wanted, and that's the cool thing, you can track many domains from one installation. So you don't have to have a different install for different domains and all the rest of that crazy stuff. You can do a lot from just one. But I'm already doing that, and one of the cool things is you can email daily reports. So you can see, just automatically get a daily report about where you're ranking. That's very powerful. That way you don't have to keep logging in and checking your dashboard. You get a daily report about where you're positioning, and you can know instantly what if you've suddenly got a page 1 ranking, if you're on the top 3, and know exactly where you may need to push a little extra effort. So say for example I'm on IM Success Center right now, and let me add another keyword in here. I'll do Sean Donahoe products, just as an example. Now, here's the cool thing as well. You can change which Google country you're in. I'm in .com land, and then there's .uk, and then all the other ones that they have. You can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to go with .com because obviously I'm in America. And then I'm going to add keyword. Now, what will happen is it'll take just a second. It'll say, okay, keyword inserted, great. And then I'm going to run the manual update again because I want to go check that keyword. So I'm going to run that. Takes just a few seconds. Now, again, because it's going to go recheck things and maybe new keywords that are in the list and everything else, it'll, like I say, do 5 at a time. But if you wanted to continuously check new ones, run that cron job, and that'll be fine. And you can use the internal one in cPanel if you're on a cPanel host, or you can do something like setcronjob.com and work that way as well. So anyway, let me go back to the latest rankings and see if I'm ranking for that term at all. I'm kind of curious myself. Good. Sean Donahoe products 3 and 5. So there you go. So that's as simple as that. And again, if you want to delete a domain, you just click the big delete button, or you want to delete a keyword because you don't want to track it anymore, that's fine. You can do that right from here. So a very powerful little plugin. Like I say, very highly recommended if you want to see where you're going without buying any complicated or expensive desktop software. This is selling for under $20, which I think is insane. But you can get that from that link below that will pop up on your screen any moment. You can go check it out. And as I say, go grab this. It's well worth it. And I think it's underpriced. So before they see sense and raise the price, go grab a copy of that. Okay, so there you go. That is a very powerful plugin. I highly recommend it. It does get 2 thumbs up. And I've actually known the programmer behind this one, and they've done an absolutely incredible job. Now, I was actually a beta tester on this and helped them kind of figure out a couple of things that were going on behind the scenes, a couple of little bugs here and there, and help them polish this up. So I highly recommend this. I'm using this on a lot of my websites right now, and I think it's an awesome, awesome little plugin that you should get. And if you're interested in getting that, you will see a link below me in the description and area down there to go ahead and grab that. So it does get 2 thumbs up and very powerful. Now, in next week's IMSCTV, we're going to talk about deep linking to your pages. Now, if you've got pages that are targeted to a specific keyword, maybe you want to change them up a little bit, maybe you want to have them focused on that call to action, fantastic, that's great. I'm going to show you how you can start building some very powerful links. I'm going to show you, as I say, behind the scenes of a very powerful plugin that we're building that will help you literally elevate everything you do, and it's going to be a true SEO game changer. It's a very, very powerful solution, but I'll tell you about that next week. So until then, take care, apply this technique, and I'll see you soon.